former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Pickett sets up play action.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And he's got some space here.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing again, it's Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Pickett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. First and 10, here's Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Steelers had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Pickens on the slant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. It's brought in by Harris. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watson off play action. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A give running right is Chubb. Down to about the 22 here. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
2nd time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. York now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Pickett lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Completes this one to Pickens.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pickett connecting with Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Pickett.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Catch a signal for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Browns are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickett steps away to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And some space here. A solid step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.